Good morning, everyone. This is Thursday, May 12th, 2022. And what a gorgeous day. I call this the first day of summer, even though it's still spring. It's the best day we've had all year. And it is 17 degrees right now at 10 a.m. So I'm down the waterfront. Where else could I go on a beautiful day like this? We have to see what's going on down here on this bright, beautiful, sunny day. Just have a look at some of the stuff there by the ferry terminal. Okay, well, there is the actual ferry terminal right over there. And we'll walk over and cruise the boardwalk. See how things are looking in Halifax, Nova Scotia. On a beautiful, beautiful. It's almost like summer. It's a spring day, but it's like summer. It's 17 degrees already at 10 a.m. Can you imagine? We'll start right here first. A couple of boats that do cruises in the summer right here. So we might as well walk up here. There's one of the ferries coming in now from Dartmouth. Oh.
Your room that you guys have downstairs,
This boat isn't quite rigged up yet for tours, I don't think, because the chairs are all stacked up there. But they might put them like that at the end of the day. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows, right? And this other one's like made like a Mississippi River boat. I love it. It's really, really a beautiful, beautiful boat. And there's the ferry terminal, looking at it from out here, the water. Isn't that nice? Harbor Hopper Tours. This is absolutely a perfect day. No wind and definitely not cold. Very warm down here. Let's go right out to the water and look across. That place over there, I made a video on that place one time, King's Wharf, where those 4 buildings are in the crane. We've been over there a few times and walked through there, did a video. And looking up the harbor at the McDonald Bridge. And I'm looking out into the harbor now. And out towards the ocean. Okay, let's continue on. Everything's here that was here last summer. This boat was here too. I believe with the 3 masts was here last summer. It's called Silva. Silva's the name on the boat. On this ship. And that right there looks like it's going to be stairs going all the way up. Probably an observation deck on the top, maybe is what it looks like. I can see stairs through it, but it's hard to determine it for sure yet. That's what it looks like. Looks like something you can walk up on, but who knows? Still covered with plastic. Anyway, here's a look at that vessel from up here. All right, we had a look now. Let's continue on down the waterfront today. This is going to be a great walk because it's so warm. Everybody's out today. And I got my jacket on. I left home with my denim jacket on. And now I got it on. The only way I can take it off, I got to put it in my backpack. But I'll keep it on for a while. It's a good place to put my microphone. I'll turn my camera around. You can see where my microphone is, and that's why I'm keeping my jacket on. There we go. I'm not even wearing a hat today. It's so warm. This is supposed to go up to like 25 or something today before the day's over. I'll have my jacket off before it reaches that. But right now it's okay. I can live with that right now. Little picture of the Halifax skyline here, a bit of it. And if you look right straight ahead, between those buildings and that grass in the back, that's Citadel Hill. You can see the building there with the gold ball on the top. This is going to be a great video, I promise you, because it's so nice out and all the stuff is open now. Last time I was down here, it was cold and windy. It wasn't a good day for videos. There's a place that sells chocolate. It wasn't a good day for videos, but I came down here anyway. I thought it was going to be warmer than what it was. But today is beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely one of the best days. I love it when they get the first nice warm day of spring. Like we've had a few nice days, but this is the first that's going to hit like 25. At 10 a.m. it's 17 degrees. Like that's amazing. Looks like we're getting here. I'm just not sure what that is yet because there's plastic all around it. It's hard to see, but it looks like it might be stairs to walk up. But I don't know. And I love this area in here because if it's windy, you got walls on 3 sides that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depending on what part of the building you're at. Some is 8, some is 7. But you're protected from the wind by 3 directions. And now this stairs that you walk up here blocks out any wind coming in from the harbor. So really it's a very nice place to come and sit down if there's any breeze blowing and you want to be warm. This is a good spot because you're well protected from the wind. Let's go over here and look at this place. You can actually go right up on that too and use those tables and chairs. Love the bricks they put in that. Wow, that's been a lot of work. Each one is a little thing about 3.5, 4 inches each way. Little blocks they put in there. A lot of work to make that. And these stairs here, you can walk right down into the water. I don't think I'll do that today, but on a nice hot day when the water's a little better, water's clear too. Look at that. Isn't that nice? You can walk right down into the water, get cooled down if you're in a hot day. I think people will be using that a lot this summer. There's a Bar Sophia, with an outdoors patio and an inside. We'll take our time and we'll look at everything down here so we can make a real beautiful video today. Now I'll just stand back here in a minute and I'll show you how that area is sheltered by 3 sides. It's very, very, very great. I'm gonna stand right here now and show you. Isn't that something? Just to think, when we moved here, it wasn't even here. 4 years ago, nothing was here. None of that. None of that was there. None of that was there. This wasn't here. 4 years ago, nothing. Now, see how much they've done in that amount of time? This says, rise again, but I'm not sure what it is yet. We won't know until they remove the plastic. Then we'll know what that is. I know they're really making this waterfront great. You got a lot of stuff here that wasn't here before. And that looks like they'll probably have a restaurant inside of that space right there. Putting a glass around the bottom. It's wonderful. There's a good view of this area right here. We couldn't even walk in here last year because the construction was going on. And they're still working on that museum boat, the Acadia, which I see the name right over there, Acadia. Now, I could have come through this way, but I decided to just go around the building. I think they're still working up here, but we can look at some of this. We can't go all the way, I don't think. They're still putting the last touches on this area. don't think I can walk through here. I think I'm allowed. Yeah, I think it's not too, there's a little bit more building materials here and stuff, so they're not quite done, but I think this is for the tenants that live in those condos up there, apartments, whichever they are, maybe both. All right, let's turn around, head down through the waterfront, the rest of it. This will be a video in itself today. I want to try and make a couple because we're going away another week to Toronto for a week. So I want to try to get a couple of videos ahead so while we're gone, I won't be left with nothing going up. This is one of the lifeboats off of that ship, Acadia. We can get a good look at it up close. Wow, it's been all refurbished. Look at it. It looks nice, eh? Very, very nice. And that ship will soon be ready for the public to view. It won't be going anywhere, but it's going to be like a museum. Tell the story of the Acadia and what it did. And now it sits here as a floating museum, which is part of the Museum of the Atlantic. Let's take a walk out this one. There's so much to see down here. It takes quite a while. But they're working at it. It won't be long. And that lifeboat we looked at back there, here it is right here. You see them up on the ship. There they are. It's probably that one right there. The Acadia. It says, this differs from its original configuration. A row of portholes just above the water line. Let me read this now. Just above the waterline were covered by heavy steel plating, and during a major refit in 1955, significant alterations were made to the superstructure above the boat deck. So there used to be portholes down here where that it's covered in steel now. You can't see them, and then alterations were made above the boat deck. All right, so it's going to look different now. And when this covering comes off and you see the boat, it's going to look different than it did in that picture. But there are some portholes right there. Sounds like there's a lot of people doing stuff in there, a lot of activity. I can hear a lot of voices inside there. Those would be the workers. Probably working hard to get this all done before tourist season. We're not quite there yet, but we're not too far away from it, from tourist season. There goes the Woodside Ferry. Here in Halifax, we have two different routes across the harbor. We have the Alderney Landing, which is over there, and Woodside, that's over there. And that would be the Woodside one going. So this particular wharf out here doesn't have chairs like a lot of them do, but there's some over there. There's one big one that's got a lot of chairs and things. We'll get down to that soon. I get just a little bit of breeze out here now that I'm sticking out over the water. Those gates right there were Canada gets an United States of Halifax. It was designed by Halifax Rising again. Middle works, okay. It's a memorial anyways. The last steps, Canada Gate. Oh, I see. There's two sets of these. One is here in Halifax, and the other one is, if I get the name of the place, we're taking a name that I can't really pronounce. Passchendaele. That's where the other one was dedicated on the 9th of November 2017. All right, if that helps you. It didn't help me much, so it might help you. Okay. I promise you, once I can get on that boat and do a tour, I'll be doing a video on there. Okay? Can't do it yet because it's not ready. Hopefully this summer. It's been a long project. They've been working on that for a good 2 years now. So hopefully it's nearing the finishing stages. It don't look like it, but they've come a long ways, I guess. When I see those lifeboats back up there on those racks, I'll say it must be getting close. One of the workers coming out. You see the Canadian flag there, you can tell there's not a lot of wind. It's moving a little, but not much. Love this kind of day, it's great. I think this is one of the rescue emergency boats, because they used to have that over on Dartmouth side, briefly, then it came over here. I think that's what that is. Some historic pictures here. This picture was taken on June 6, 1944. Just reading about this here. This is not Halifax here. This is Juno Beach. And it says, Juno Beach is one of Canada's significant military achievements as part of the Allied invasion of Normandy on D-Day, June 6, 1944. Canada forces stormed the 10-kilometer beach, codenamed Juno. Despite heavy German resistance, Canada held the beachfront by the end of the day. More than 14,000 Canadian soldiers, seamen, and airmen participated in D-Day, including North Nova Scotia Highlanders, pictured here. Wow. And they all brought bicycles so they could travel the distance much quicker than walking. I gather from everybody's got a bicycle there. Here's Harry the Wolf. There's a park named after him here. A native of Bedford, Harry the Wolf was decorated Canadian naval officer. In 1943-44, he commanded the destroyer HMCS Haida, earning a fighting reputation, sinking 9 German ships. After the war, de Wolf rose to the rank of Vice Admiral and the Chief of the Naval Staff. De Wolf Park in Bedford and new class Canadian warships are named in his honor. So they're naming the de Wolf warships in his honor, and I've been to de Wolf Park. I made a video up there one day, last summer, I believe. These things weren't here last year, I don't think. I think they've been added this year. It says Halifax was transformed in wartime. Military personnel in the city increased from 2,000 in 1939 to 100,000 by 1945. Entertainment was needed to keep our servicemen and women in good spirits. This included downtown movie theaters like the Orpheus, right there, and volunteer civilian musical groups who performed day and night with the Halifax Herald Concert Party. So there we go. There's the mighty Queen Elizabeth, Liverpool. Returning home, all the servicemen coming back. This is after the end of the war. Halifax Waterfront was that's right, that was Halifax Waterfront right there. Imagine that, Let's see, Halifax Waterfront was a sight of joy in 1945 as Canadians started arriving home from the war. The Queen Elizabeth, a luxury liner turned troop ship, outran German U-boats to carry 750,000 troops back and forth across the seas. Not everyone returned home. Of the 1.1 million Canadians who served in the Army, nearly 45,000 were killed. So out of 750,000, 45,000 died. Still, a lot of them came home, yep. Well, there's a picture from the wartime and the Queen Elizabeth docked here in Halifax. So, let's continue on. We'll go back this way. A little more of the Halifax skyline here by the waterfront. You can see it's really building up here. It didn't used to have this many buildings down here. But it's really filling in, which I don't mind at all. I like to see things being built. I gotta see what this is, why all these ships are here. Hometown here with the Battle of Atlantic was Canada's longest campaign. Our Navy and Air Force escorted massive convoys of supplies and troops from Halifax to Europe, battling German U-boats. Several thousand Canadian servicemen and merchant mariners perished at sea to deliver the vital supplies and armed forces that liberated Europe. This iconic photo was in 1942 shows ships waiting for a convoy in Bedford Basin. So there's what Dartmouth looked like in 1942. I guess that was Dartmouth side over there. Could be, well, it could be, no, I think it's the Halifax side. I think that's the Halifax side. But I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's not much for landmarks there now. But that was the Bedford Basin in 1942. Visitor information spot right there, and tell you all about everything here you need to know if you're new here. Visitor information. Visit us inside. Local food and drink, culinary demos, and taste Nova Scotia. Okay. This stuff right here, memorabilia from ships, because this is the back end of the Museum of the Atlantic. It had a lot to do with ships and things pertaining to the Atlantic. So this stuff's all relics of things that were on ships. Please do not climb on anchors for your safety in case they decide to tip over on you. We got quite a bit to go yet. We're just covering everything here today. So, play area here for kids. And this stuff you walk on is sponge in case they fall off or something and they won't get hurt. It's all spongy. And there's the famous wave. The kids love climbing up on it. Oh, they're going to have jet skis for rent here this year. You can rent a jet ski and take it out on the harbor. Look, I see a stone here dedicated to Norway, and somebody put a wreath down here for Norway. In memory of members of the Norwegian Merchant Navy, Royal Norwegian Navy, and Royal Norwegian Army, who were lost at sea or were buried in Nova Scotia during the Second World War. So this stone is for all the people whose lives were lost during the Second World War that were from Norway. Some of them never got shipped back home, they just got buried here. And there's a wreath in memory of them. Halifax Boardwalk. Thank you for visiting Halifax Boardwalk. This is all the rules. No smoking, no drinks, no drugs, no solicitation, panhandling, or all that stuff on the property. Authorized vehicles only. All pets on a leash. Put your garbage in a can and watch your step on structures. Something new being built right here. This place is getting all geared up for the summer again. They have a patio up there and up there, and then all this area down here. They have lots of space to sit now. They built this last year, this area right here. And I got a feeling there might be a little more tables and stuff in here this year. So we're gonna walk up and have a look. I think there's more tables than there was last year. And there's a long row of chairs here. You can just sit here and look out over the water if you like. Or you can get your food at a number of places in there. There's all kinds of food places. You can bring it up here. And yeah, I'm sure there's more tables here than there was last year. This is a big area right here. This was all brand new last year. They built it here because where that crane is over there, they had to sacrifice some of the land down here to build that. So they built this patio out here to make up for it. And all the things back there. They built all this new to make up for the land they had to use down here to build this building where that crane is, which we'll take a look down there on the way through. That'll be the end of our video. A few more pictures of our Halifax skyline here. Here's a nice spot right here too. If it's windy out, you can sit in here and probably feel a bit of relief from the wind sitting down in here. Yeah, it's not cold anyway out today, but just saying that there's a spot you could go to. But we can't get down from here. We'll have to go around this way. And then we can go out. No doubt if this weather stays nice on Saturday, I think Saturday's going to be nice too, I think. This place will be packed with people. But it's still busy today for a weekday. This is Thursday, and a lot of people have to work on Thursday, so it's still pretty busy for a Thursday.
Like nice.
Well, we're getting down. I'd say we covered 3/4 of it probably already. But we'll go all the way to the end. Let's go up around this way. There's your road signs. Tell you how to get to all different parts of the waterfront. I don't think we need that. See, all that area was built last year. That was all new. Oh, look, we're going to walk out here. We're going to see a ship coming down. We'll get as close as we can to see it go by. Okay? As quick as close as we can get to that boat without getting in the water. Must be a fishing boat, I think. The only thing I could think it would be a fishing boat. Or it could be, no, I think it's a Coast Guard ship. It might be a large Coast Guard ship. I think I see the colors on it. Red, white, and black. That looks like a Coast Guard ship. So if we stand right out here, we'll see it go by from as close as we can get to it. This is about it right here. This is as close as it gets. So we'll stand right here. Sorry. And watch this, watch this Coast Guard ship go by. Whoops, I zoomed it up and it's hard to keep it from being wobbly, but I'll try. Yeah, that is the Coast Guard ship. Sir William Alexander Coast Guard ship. They have all sizes here, little speedboats to ocean-going vessels and everything in between. Okay, I'm going to focus back out a little bit. There we go. Anyways, there's the, whoop. Okay. The Coast Guard ship. I'm picking up a little breeze out here because I'm out over the water. Once I get back in to shore, it won't be so, so windy. Sometimes the American Coast Guard comes in here and fuels their ships. I saw them last year. It was last year, maybe the year before. I saw American Coast Guard ship in here because there's a fueling spot up here where they can get fuel. Isn't this nice out here? It's just like you're out in the water. They built this right out over the water. Now I'm just wondering if something is going to go here. Surely they're not just going to leave it rocks, but who knows? Something has to come here. Don't know what it will be, but surely something. All right, we'll continue on our little trek through the Halifax waterfront. Whoop, there, a little off focused. Have to focus that up every once in a while. Yeah, looking right out, going towards the ocean. This is still Halifax Harbor, but if you keep going out there, you'll go right out into the Atlantic. One guy knows what I'm doing. He said that's going to YouTube. Yep, he knows what I'm doing. They're not common here. YouTubers with walking around with this equipment isn't a common sight here, but it's getting more as time goes by. It's getting more. We got a few YouTubers here. And you know what's the interesting thing about the YouTubers here? We're all different. We all got different styles. And I've yet to meet one yet. I've talked to people on comment section on the videos, but I never met a single person making a video yet. Maybe I will soon. Keep hoping. One day I'll run into. I don't like. It's not. For me, it's not competition because we're all different. We're all presenting Halifax in a different way. With our own personalities and styles, and that's great. So one day maybe I will bump into a fellow YouTuber out here. We are nearing the end of our walk. At the top of that hill is Barrington Street. Runs north and south through Halifax. One of the main streets going in that direction. And here's the world famous Bicycle Thief restaurant. There's the name right there. You probably can read it maybe. And there's the bicycle. A very popular spot at night here and on the weekends too, Saturday and Sunday. So we'll take a walk past the construction site here, and that will probably be the end of our journey today to the waterfront. It was quite interesting because it's like summer today. Barely a cloud in the sky. Most of it is all blue sky today. I see some clouds in the east out over the water, but whether they'll come in here, we don't know. Sometimes they just form over the water. So this structure right here that you see with the crane, it's this building. This is the building they're working on. And I think the projected finish date is 2023, which will only be one more year. Well, it will be 2023 after New Year's. So next summer, you might see this thing completed. Okay. Canard, 1325 Lower Water Street is what this is going to be called, the address here. You can see there'll be a lot of condos in here, and the stores all at the bottom, restaurants, stores, shopping, places to sit, dining areas, coffee shops, everything. It's a big, big, big project. So it's going to add a whole lot to our waterfront down here. So I don't mind if they use some land to build this, and because that's how you get things done. What's the good of empty land, right? You need stuff. No trespassing. Yeah, we'll be soon finished our little journey down through the Halifax waterfront. I hope you're finding this interesting. I love it down here. It's one of my favorite places. One of my favorite spots is the Halifax waterfront. Just a little bit more and I'll be concluding this video. I'm sure it must have went an hour at least. You can have a nice long video this time. I hope you enjoyed our walk. I was all by myself today, no family with me today. I was just by myself. And sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes it can be good to have family with you, but sometimes it's good to be on your own. All right, I'm gonna stop my video because this is the end. I'm gonna sit in the seat here and I'm gonna look across that island right over there. It's called George's Island. I read in the history, as with a lot of islands near cities, that was a prison at one time for the what did they call it? The French that left the Maritimes and went other places. That was a prison for some of those people on that island, and it is an area you can look at. I've never been there yet, but maybe they're going to make this more of a tourist thing hopefully soon, and people will be going over there and looking at things over there. It'd be nice. There's an opportunity there. I hope they'll find a way to capitalize on that. I'm going to go a little bit farther, okay? I was going to stop here, but I'm just going to go just a tiny bit further and cover the rest of it. It's pretty well over now, the waterfront. This is just the tail end. This is where the cruise ships come in, right here. They parked them right here. This is the wharf for the cruise ships. And over here behind this building. Yeah, the cruise ships park along the I think it's that wall. I think they could park here too, but they're mostly behind that wall over there, behind that building, because that's where the customs and everything is here that you have to go through. I see something over. It's a long ways away. It looked like it might be a a large ship out there, but it's a long ways away. So anyways, there is a farmer's market down here, but I'm not going to go through that today. I'm sure you've all heard of Pier 21, but it's down here. This is where the gateway into Canada from a lot of people from Europe came through Pier 21. That was the immigration office. So I'll take you down as far as Pier 21 and show you that. That was the immigration office for a lot of settlers that came to Canada. Halifax Women's Society, placed here in 2017. All right, we'll go down and I'll show you where Pier 21 is. And that's where I'll end my video. This is more or less the Portland area. They're rearranging some of the stuff here, like the gift shops and the farm market and stuff, kind of compressed it down a little bit. I guess I gotta put other things in here. I see a sign there, like a latte sign in the window. Must be a coffee shop right in there. Yeah. All right, I don't want this video to run out before I, excuse me, before I make my way down to Pier 21 and show you that. And it's just right on the waterfront. If you come to the waterfront, just walk right straight down the waterfront all the way past. So you're out on the street. It's just like the waterfront was just over there. And you just come out onto the street and walk down, and you pass all these things. The pier, and CCN has an office here now for catching. It's not the train station here, but it's looks like they have an office. Train station not far from here. We have one train a week going to Montreal, but that is better than nothing, I suppose. And here's a charging station for electric cars, for people who need to charge their cars. There's a charging station here. All right, let's continue on. I want to get down to Pier 21. I'm not going to get sidetracked here anymore. Okay, going straight to Pier 21. Because if I run out of space and this video quits on me, then I'm not going to be able to show you Pier 21. So we're going to hurry on down there. There's not a whole lot to see down here at the moment. This is a bar here and an outside patio, but it's pretty bare at the moment. Bare of customers. We haven't got too much farther to go, and we'll be at Pier 21. I just wanted to show you that before I sign off my video, because it is technically on the waterfront. It's not the touristy area, but it is technically on the waterfront, so we might as well include that. Oh, there's a store that sells East Coast clothes, East Coast lifestyle clothes. In here, there's a store right here. Come right straight down from the waterfront, you'll find the store. Okay? It's quiet down here. There's not another person walking here except me. And I'm only walking down here because I want to show you where Pier 21 is. Because if I don't show you, you might not know. A lot of people have never been to Halifax before. You've probably heard of Pier 21. It's a museum now for the people who came here. They all came through Pier 21, and immigrants that formed this city came here a long time ago, came through Pier 21. And it's all about that. That's what it's a museum dedicated to the people who came through here and settled in Halifax and surrounding areas. And there's an old CN rail car here, a coach that is just part of the museum now. It's not in use anymore. And here is Pier 21. I'm going to just stand opposite so you can get a good look at it. Canada Museum of Immigration at Pier 21. This is where all the immigrants from Europe came through when they got to Halifax. Right there, this is where they got processed. Right here, Pier 21. Sun's shining on my screen, so it's hard to tell exactly. Oh, there we go. Pier 21, you should be able to see it now. Pier 21, Halifax, Canada. Canadian Museum of Immigration at Pier 21. All right, so there you go. The famous Pier 21, right there. All right, we could go this way. I'm going to sign off here. I know where I'm going to go. Over here to this chair, because I have to take my backpack off and pack up my stuff. So I'm going to sign off right here and put my backpack down there and sit down. And if you enjoyed this video today, you can push that thumbs up, like button, whatever you want to call it. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I would love it if you become a subscriber to this channel and to watching these videos about Halifax. And I'm going away next week, but I'm planning on having my videos all up in spite of that. Okay? So we'll have them made in advance and put up so you won't miss anything while I'm gone. I want to come back. I'll have a few videos that I did up there in Ontario and of our trip and stuff like that. We'll share those with you as well. Okay? So with that, take care, be safe, and until next time, bye for now.